Today I fucked up by thinking it was okay to flirt with someone who was flirting with me. Of course have to start by saying this didn't happen today but earlier in the week. My friend bartends at a nice restaurant and I usually stop and see her once a week. There is a guy who works there who a few times I thought maybe he was flirting with me by some of the comments he made but didn't think too much of it. He's a bit older than me, I'm 28 and I would guess he's in his 40s. This week I didn't realize my friend was off and he was working the bar. We definitely talked a bit more than we had ever before. This time he was more obviously flirting with me. At one point he was making a drink and asked me if I wanted to try it and takes a bit from the straw and holds my chin and puts the straw in my mouth. So I'm thinking okay, he's definitely flirting with me now, it's not in my head. I'm also a bartender, I've never done this move to anyone to have them try a drink. And I'm on my third drink so I'm feeling pretty good about myself, so I text my friend and ask if he's single. I didn't want anyone at the bar around me to see I was messaging about him, so I was being discreet on my phone, just glancing at it. I glance at her text and see he has 5 kids, but he'll probably say he's single. I'm thinking 5 kids is pretty crazy, but I'm not trying to marry him or anything. I just think he's good looking and like flirting with him. So I leave my phone number on my receipt with a smiley face and leave the bar without saying anything. He did text me that night and said hopefully you gave me the right number, and we continue to have a pretty flirting conversation, including him saying he's never looking in my eyes and saying he could see my red bra and asking if the panties matched. He actually at one point said sorry for being so forward, and the conversation ended with him telling me to come see him this weekend when he's bartending. I said I would stop by Saturday night. He knows that I also work at a bar, so I'd probably be one of the last customers. Anyway, the next morning I'm feeling great and super confident. I've never given out my phone number like that before. For whatever reason I reread my texts from my girlfriend. This is where I realized I fucked up. Apparently I don't know how to read, or maybe because I was trying to be discreet with my phone I didn't quite see what she said, or maybe it was 3 drinks. She actually said he's married with 5 kids, but he'll probably tell you he's single, which she was right, he did act single towards me. But also I'm thinking because he knows I'm friends with his coworker, he probably thinks I already knew he was married when I left my number. So now I'm feeling extremely embarrassed for flirting like that with a married man. I feel like I can never go back to that bar again. Then someone I know tells me he mentioned me this weekend. They mentioned the bar I work at and he said, oh so you know her, and then I guess shortly after that also mentioned something about his wife. I'm feeling gross, like it's their kink. He goes out and flirts with young girls, then goes home and makes a baby with her. It's just crazy to me how the simple act of leaving my phone number for the bartender one day had me going from feeling crazy overconfident to disgusting, guilty, and full of shame.